afternoon, everyone. My name is Jessica Ruppe. We're here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime on which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a new charge or a warrant. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you do not have an attorney, if you cannot afford one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you today. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know. Make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward to the podium. Ashelina Malako. Can I have your date of birth, please?
Next one, 1990.
All right, you are here today for a failure to appear in front of me on May 23rd for unauthorized connection to utility equipment. And your bond amount is currently $2,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Is that something that the state would have an offer for her today?
I did not bring that with me. I apologize.
Okay, is there any way to get it by the end of the docket? If there's restitution stuff, I want to know that before I place her on probation, if that's okay.
I can try.
Okay. Ashelina, if Mr. Bauer. Thank you. If you have the opportunity to take care of your case today, is that something you'd like to do?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take you qualified for a probationary sentence. If you want to give me a few minutes and just have a seat, we'll see if we can get some more information about that, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. In the meantime, Sandra Fryer.
Yes.
Ms. Fryer, can I have your date of birth?
1948.
All right, you are here today for failure to register a motor vehicle and DUI with property damage or personal injury. I found probable cause for your arrest on both of these. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you, ma'am?
My vehicle is registered, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not asking about the facts of your case, okay? I'm wondering if you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
I'm not sure right now, ma'am.
Okay.
I
I can put you in as self-represented. Would you like to represent yourself right now?
No. No, I was talking about in the future. Can I get a lawyer or what?
You can get a lawyer anytime. I'm asking you what you want to do right now. Would you like the Public Defender's Office? Would you like to be self-represented, or are you going to go out and hire someone now?
No, Public Defender's Office is perfect.
Okay. I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you. I do have a driving record, but is there anything else?
There is, Your Honor,
one moment, ma'am.
Something from another state, Tennessee. It looks like she might have a second DUI. It was from 1999. And then she has some older 80s cases making false statement to obtain unemployment and shoplifting charges. Okay. And those were from the mid-80s.
Okay. Ma'am, I have an address for you on Oriana Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How long have you lived there?
7 years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
I'm retired.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set your bond at $100 on each case, and we're going to see you back to court on August 2nd at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thanks. Erica Harshbarger? Can I have your date of birth?
12/5/79.
You were here today for a felony retail theft. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office, please.
Yes, Your Honor. She has a pretty lengthy history. No prior thefts that I saw, but in 2006, false name to law enforcement, driving unsuspended. That was actually, some of those were from 2007 as well. 5, marijuana, DUI. 2003, failure to appear. Several failures to appear in 2003 with violation of probation. And it looks like there was an organized fraud from 2002 that fled over into 2003. A battery from 2002. And that's all I show.
Okay, ma'am, I have an address for you on Weeping Willow Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
This year.
Do you have a job?
No.
All right. I'm going to set your bond at $500, and we're going to see you back to court on August 12th at 1:15.
Thank you.
Samantha Erlebach?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Attorney James Mancuso. Judge.
Mr. Erlebach, can I have your date of birth, please?
It's 12/21/81.
Okay, I have to advise her of what she's been charged with. Okay.
Very
All right, you've been charged with a violation of pretrial release in 2 separate cases, meaning 2 different victims on those cases. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of these, and I see you have a private attorney here in your name for the record, sir.
James Mancuso.
James Mancuso here for the record, and do you want to be heard on
I do, Judge. This is a family matter. Ms. Erlenbach is accused of being in contact with her mother at their residence. Ms. Erlenbach's mother has already requested the no contact order be lifted. She has also sat down with the state attorney's office and asked that the underlying offense be dismissed. Ms. Erlenbach is eligible for intervention in the underlying case, and that's where this case was headed. Again, this was consensual contact. She has a small child. There are other grandparents involved. This was related to transportation of a child back and forth between Ms. Erlenbach and other victims in the case, the underlying case. It was difficult for Ms. Erlenbach to see her children, and her mother stepped in to facilitate. And so, again, there was no violent contact.
Well, no one's indicating that it
No.
was violent. It was a violation of pretrial release, an order that I gave her to have non-contact with any of the victims in the case. And I don't know if you go back and listen to the recordings or get the transcripts, but I do state that absolutely, positively no contact whatsoever, and I do go over the consequences of having contact with that. And she does have the pending felony in 2019 CF 994, which consists of 4 batteries, one of them a battery on a person over 65, so I can't really ignore that. But here's where I stand on that. She's entitled to bond on these cases. I'm going to give her a bond of $5,000 on each of these cases, but I'm going to RCO her on the 19 CF 994, and what's going to happen is you'll need to go to her judge in that case. Is it Judge
Toner.
Parrish? Judge Toner? You need to go to Judge Toner and see if you can work out that case up there, or see if he'd be willing to get rid of the RCO and do something different for her with that case. But for right now, we're going to hold her in custody so that I can make sure that it's not just her mom, it's the other victims too. We need to make sure that she's not having contact with any of them.
And Judge, just to be clear, because when I read the affidavit, I did not see an allegation that she was having contact with anyone other than her own mother.
There's 2 separate affidavits. Did you read those?
I didn't see that there was a second.
There's a second one where she has contact with her estranged husband, or Albert Abedeso?
Those are the grandparents on the other side.
Jason Abedeso, Alfred Abedeso.
And can I inquire about the nature of the contact?
Being at their house and having an argument over children.
I mean, can I have an opportunity to read the affidavit? I just want to see what the dates are on those things.
I believe it was all the same. This is July 6th.
One's July 6th and one's July 15th, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. I've been trying to get a hold of Mr. Justice since Ms. Erlenbach got picked up yesterday to try to get this resolved, so I'll go try to track him down. I'm not sure if he's here today.
Okay, I'm not sure either. All right, thank you, sir. The next court date that she has on these cases is August 2nd at 9 a.m.
Judge, would you please consider lowering the bond? I have 2 small children,
I understand, and your attorney has spoken very well on your behalf, but I have done what I'm willing to do today, and your attorney knows what he needs to do in order to get this taken care of, okay? He's going to do a good job for you. Manuel Vega. Sir, can I have your date of birth?
August 6, 1968.
Okay, you said 1968, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. You are here today for murder in the first degree and kidnapping, in the way of inflicting bodily harm to terrorize the victim. There's no bond on both of those cases right now. I found probable cause on both of those. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State, I understand he's got a pending charge out of Pasco. Is there anything else I need to know?
There is, Judge. I'd request that he continue. I apologize, Judge Pete Woodring, on behalf of the state, that the jail be directed not to release him should they receive a transport order from Pasco County.
Okay. All right, so we'll direct the jail that he's to stay in Hernando County until his cases are resolved or until there's a different order from a judge here saying something different. It's my understanding that the murder in the first degree, that's a capital felony, so he's not entitled to bond on that case, correct?
Correct, Judge.
Okay. And the kidnapping, though, I believe, is not...
Is a life.
It's a life, right. Okay. So...
What I can advise the court, certainly, at the time of the commission of the kidnapping and the murder, he was already out on pretrial release and in violation of the conditions that had been previously set for him down in Pasco County. Additionally, he's a documented criminal street gang member. He qualifies as an habitual felony offender and an habitual violent felony offender. He's got a prior conviction from 2002 for interference with child custody. He has a conviction from 2005 for kidnapping and aggravated battery on a pregnant female. And he has a 2013 conviction for kidnapping.
Okay. All right, so we're going to hold him no bond on both of those things. He's not going to be released to Pasco County until we take care of things here or until something different happens here. He's got his next court date on August 16th at 1:15 in the afternoon. That sounds like that's in front of Judge Toner. And, sir, someone from the Public Defender's Office will be out to talk to you soon, okay?
Judge, may I ask the jail people to hold him in booking Mr. Sharkey's on his way there now, or he's already there, not to take him back to the general population because he wants to talk to him.
Okay, did you all hear that at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. All right, back to Ashelina Mountcoat.
I'm sorry, Judge, may I be excused?
Oh, yes, sir, have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did we figure anything out with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
There is restitution in the amount of $143.10 due and payable to the city of Brooksville. We would be willing to do adjudication with the probation to be terminated upon payment of the restitution and fines and costs.
Okay. Ma'am, is that something you want to take care of today?
I didn't hardly hear them.
Okay. What they're looking for is for you to go on probation, and while you're on probation, you have to pay your fines and court costs, and you have to pay $143.10 in restitution to the city of Brooksville. Is that something you want to take care of today?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that by taking care of this case today, that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Giving up your right to confront the witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up all of those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to the unauthorized connection to utility equipment in 2017 MM2357, how do you plead? Plead no contest.
No contest.
Accept your plea of no contest, find is freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, place you on probation for 12 months as a condition of probation. You need to pay your fines and court costs. Is that 503, Jay? It's going to be $553, and you need to pay
Can I
restitution.
get early term?
Can you let me finish?
Yep.
And you're ordered to pay restitution to the city of Brooksville and $143.10. You can automatically terminate that probation at the completion of all of your conditions. You need to report to probation. I'm going to say by
By tomorrow.
By tomorrow at 3 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am.
By tomorrow, which is July 17th, by 3 o'clock. If you're not there by 3 o'clock tomorrow, there'll be a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck. Jamie Abraham? Can I have your date of birth?
6/17/74.
You were here today for a DUI and a violation of probation. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. The violation of probation is out of Pasco County, and the DUI is here in Hernando. Do you want the public defender's office here in Hernando to represent you on the charge here?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the public defender's office. State, it looks like you just got a DUI 2 weeks ago. And is there anything else you need to know?
It was a year ago.
Okay, ma'am.
It was a year ago.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
In 2002, looks like she violated probation on making a false insurance claim. Other than that, I don't show any history. Obviously, as the court pointed out, the DUI out of Pasco recently. Thank you.
Ms. Pasco probation.
All right. Ma'am, I have an address to you at Serene Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
This month's with, not about this month.
I'm sorry, how long?
1 month.
1 month. Okay, where did you live before that? In Pasco or
Crystal.
somewhere else? Where?
Crystal River.
Okay. Do you have a job?
I'm on disability.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond on the DUI at $2,000. You have a court date on August 2nd at 9 o'clock in the morning. You also have a violation of probation. Looks like you were placed on probation a few weeks ago at Pasco County for the DUI. There's no bond on that violation of probation. And I think you're going to have to resolve your case here, this DUI, before we handle the one in Pasco. Do you have a public defender in Pasco?
No,
Did you have a private attorney?
I did, but the judge allowed me to withdraw after continue my case twice, so.
Okay. All right. So I'll let you talk to the public defender here. There might be a way for you to resolve the Pasco one before you resolve the one here, but I'll let the public defender's office do their job on that. Okay. For right now, you'll have to be held no bond on the violation of probation.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Aaron Baker. Can I have your date of birth?
9/14/88.
You are here today for writ of bodily attachment on 2 separate cases, one out of Sumter and one out of Lake County for failure to pay your child support. We have a purge on one at $677 and a cash purge on another one at $384. So what is going on, Mr. Baker? How much can you come up with in order to get out of jail today?
I can come up with a lot, but I don't even have kids in the state of Florida that I pay child support on. They're all in New York.
Okay, well, the child support enforcement, at some time, they must have, you or them must have lived in Sumter or Lake County. So that's where it's being enforced. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can come up with the 677 and the 384?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So ordered, you need to come up with that in order to get out of jail. If for any reason you don't come up with it, then you're going to do the 10 days jail, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Vincent Marable?
Yes, ma'am.
Have your date of birth?
2977.
You were here today for a violation of Veterans Court probation. I found probable cause for your arrest. The judges for Veterans Court, when you have no bond, until we can figure this out, and it looks like you're going to have a court date tomorrow, probably in front of Judge Scaglione.
I think that was Thursday.
The 18th in front of Judge Scaglione at 1 p.m. In the meantime, I'm going to order for you to have no contact with Kevin Burtis. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
So ordered. We'll see you back for Thursday.
I think
You have no contact with Kevin Burtis in the meantime. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Kevin Sweet? Vincent Maribel back?
Yes, sir.
Just give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay, just making sure. All right, Mr. Sweet, your date of birth?
4/19/83.
All right, you are here today for a violation of probation out of Pasco County. I found probable cause for your arrest. And that you have no bond, and since they get you over to Pasco County, so Pasco County will come get you within the next 5 days.
Yes, ma'am.
When you get over there, you can ask for a court date and ask for a lawyer, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Thomas Fernandez? Can I have your date of birth?
June 11, 1983.
You are here today for possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Your bond amounts are $2,000 and $1,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office state.
Your Honor, 2015, a possession of marijuana and possession of paraphernalia. In 2012, it looks like there was a violation of probation on a false ID to secondhand dealer, as well as the dealing in stolen property. That's all I show.
All right. I have an address here on Nut Lake Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
For a while, over 10 years.
All right. Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Defend bounce houses, the water slides, instead of flash people.
All right. I'm going to keep your bond the same, and you're going to be back to court on August 12th at 1:30 in the afternoon, okay?
Okay.
Ricky Parsons? Can I have your date of birth?
7/25/84.
You are here today for a failure to appear in front of Judge Merritt on May 17th. Your bond amounts are $10,000 altogether for all 4 charges. I found probable cause for your arrest. Did you have the public defender's office representing you before?
No.
All right. Did you have a private lawyer?
No.
Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yeah, please.
I'll fight the public defender's office. We're going to keep the bond amount the same pursuant to the FTA warrant, and we're going to see you back to court in front of Judge Merritt on August 16th at 1:30.
Okay.
Juan Alvarado? Can I have your date of birth?
4/29/86.
All right, you are here today for a grand theft, trafficking with possession of a firearm, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Actually, 2 counts of possession of cocaine. Your total bonds right now are $66,000. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office date.
Yes, Your Honor, he has, back in 2017, he had possession of controlled substance, possession of medicinal drug without prescription. 2016, he had a possession of paraphernalia. 2015, he had possession of controlled substance. And he was released from prison in 2014 after serving about 8 months. In 2013, he had a failure to appear. 2013, another failure to appear. And it looks like those were on driving on a suspended license, felony charge, and paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance. Looks like 2 of those. 2012, he violated his probation on, I'm not sure what the charge was, but he was also, looks like he was in DOC from 2007 to 2008 for about 8 months. Looks like maybe that was the violation of probation on a possession of cocaine, possession of paraphernalia. In 2007, there was a failure to appear. That was the actual charge. 2006, paraphernalia, possession of methamphetamine. 2006, looks like obstruction. And then we go back to 2018 because it looks like there are several aliases. And so starting back in 2018, there was a paraphernalia, possession of cocaine. 2017, possession of heroin, paraphernalia. 2016, DUI, no valid driver's license, resisting without violence. 2011, failure to appear. 2009, no valid license, or DUI. 2009, violation of probation. And then 2007, it looks like there was a battery. And in 2005, a failure to appear. I think that's it.
All right, Mr. Alvarado, I have an address for you on Santee Street in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Few years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
And what kind of work do you do?
I own rental business. Ma'am, I don't know. Some of the stuff I heard that they weren't talking about me. I ain't never been in prison. All kind of stuff they said. That wasn't me. That's somebody else. I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, and you are Juan Alvarado with the date of birth of 4/29/86?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that's,
But only with only 6 points on my record.
okay, and that's consistent with the record that you have?
I have.
I have 6 points on my record. I have no felonies, and every felony I ever been charged with.
Your Honor, there were actually 2 separate.
I've been convicted.
There were aliases, and I
No
saw
probable
several.
cause for this charge.
Hey, you know what? Be quiet.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
And there were several felonies in both sections of the record, so I'm not sure. Other than I have Juan Alvarado, date of birth 4/25/86. Let's see. So. Same place of birth, same biographical information. His alias, date of birth is 4/29/86. Address Santee Street. So, best I can tell, I see no indication that this is that the record I read is anything other than this defendant.
Okay, I'm looking at the Department of Corrections page, and they have a Juan Alvarado who went to prison there, but date of birth of 10/16/81.
I'm not even that license.
And hey, I'm not talking to you. Stop talking. And I'm looking at the picture. It doesn't look anything like him. So.
It is possible that when we dig further into it,
Okay. Count 1 is 5,000, count 2 is 50,000, count 3 and 4 are $10,000 each, which is the same, and count number 5 is 2,000. So everything's going to stay the same for right now. After the state digs deeper, if they have a motion for pretrial detention in front of the judge it's assigned to, then I'm sure it will be well heard. But based on the fact that we're not sure about the prior record, that's where I'm going with it. We'll see you back to court on August 12th at 1:15.